Hi, this is Alison from Crumbz Craft. Today we're going to show you how to do the setting in or sewing of our sleeve to the main part of the garment. Now, so far I have measured out and I have got my 2 markers to where I've got to take my sleeve, and I've met in the middle and put a marker. So that's where we're going to start, and we are going to be starting right on that edge with that stitch there. All right, so we're going to come through that stitch and up into that line there. All right, so that's on our in the middle of our first stitch. Now, when I start doing this sewing in of the sleeve, I like to start in the middle, and what I do is I then pull through, so we've got 2 of the same length yarn. Now, we are going to take out that marker, because that's where we're going to go into. All right, that part there. Just thread up my needle again, and we're going to take it up through that stitch right in the middle, and now we're going to work on the left side. So we're going to put that yarn away to our right, because we're going to use that shortly to do the other end. So now we're coming over. Now, remembering that's where we came out of, so we've got to go down into that stitch and come up just underneath that stitch that we made for the shoulder, and just very gently bring it in like that. Now, when we come back here, see where I've come up in the middle of that stitch there? So what we're going to do is go down into that same hole, and you'll find 2 stitches right there, and they are part of the cast off row that you did. So we're going to go down, pick those 2 stitches up, and then go back over here and pick up the bar on this side. Go back down in the same hole that we came out of and pick up the bar. So make sure they're both 2 stitches in there, then back over to the other side and pick up this side with the bar. Back down in the same hole there and coming through. Now at this point, I like to just very gently pull just a little bit at a time until you feel it get firm underneath. All right, so just make sure that this isn't going to get loose on you. So just give that a little pull there as well. So now we're going to come over to this side. If we're not sure, just bring it out a little bit to loosen it up. And now we're going to go back into there and bring it through. So you can see the hole there. So we're now going to pick up those 2 bars and down and up. Picking up the 2 bars and picking up one on this side. And then just very gently pull. There we go. And it still should have some stretch in it. All right. So we'll carry on to the end. So there we are there. So we're going to go down, picking up those 2 stitches there. One on this side. And that's where our marker is, so I'll just take that out because we know where we're up to now. Now, when we get, doesn't want to come out. So we're going to go down in that same hole and coming up, there's our 2 stitches there. And then we'll do one more on this side. So going down and picking it up. Now, so as you can see, when I bring it together, we still got that stitch right on the edge, that one there. Let's put my needle through it so we can see. All right, we've still got that stitch right on the edge there. So, but we're not going to do anything with it just yet. We're just going to let that settle in. And there's our putting in the sleeve. All right, there you go there. And then we're going to just release that because we're not going to use any more of that. We're going to turn. Then we're going to pick up this yarn that we left previously. Now that came out of the bottom here. All right, so now we have to come back up into this side. So we're going to come up and into where that stitch what we had come out of originally when I did the middle, took away the marker in the middle. So there we go. And now we're going to follow this line. All right, see that line going down there? That's the one we're going to follow. So we're going to go down into just in the V of that stitch there. And then we're going to come in and pick up again. We're picking up those 2 stitches on this side. So before we go any further, just make sure it's nice and firm. It is. All right, so now we're going to carry on. Back down, picking up the bar. And up, and then we're going to go down and pick up the 2 stitches on this side. Quite often you'll find that it's easier to see one way than the other. I find it a lot easier sometimes to see where I'm going when I've got the sleeve facing me. So we're going to go in. There's the 2 stitches coming out, and then we're going to pick up the bar. There's the 2 stitches there, and picking up the bar. Now, if you have, I've made this one a little bit longer here. See how that marker and that's starting to lift up slightly there? But that is the length that you need. What you can do is, because we've been picking up every stitch coming across, all right, this time we're going to go down in and we're going to pick up 2 bars, not 1, 2. But we're still going to pick up that one there, and then we're going to pick up 1. Now, if you kept picking up 2 bars, one after the other, you'll end up with a little wiggly line, and we don't want that. So now we're just going to pull. There we go. There's our line all the way through there. And we'll just finish off here. So this is going to be another picking up of 2. So just release that a little bit so we can see where we're going. All right, so we're coming down into here. Our second to last one on the sleeve. And we're going to pick up 2 bars here. So see, 1, 2. All right, so that's just going to ease the body in a little bit more. So when I've pull that together. That's going to ease that in. Now we'll just take that marker out, because we won't need that now, because we're down to that piece. So this is the last one on here. So we're going to go down and pick up those 2 stitches there. This one might be a little bit harder, just getting my needle into it. There we go. And then I'm going to leave that one there, because the sleeve was the last one. Now, now the reason behind me not using these to tie them off, when I come in the next tutorial, we're going to sew the 2, bring the 2 arms together, armpits there, all right, and we're going to sew up, and instead of going in and then making it go that way, I'm going to show you how just to keep it going, and so you're actually going to have it just nice curve going, and it's not going to be too tight, all right? Now, because this is a small piece that I've been working with, the sleeve isn't going to be that wide, so so just bear with me, all right? But that's putting the sleeve into the garment, all right? So have fun, and we'll see you shortly. Bye.